My office was in Nehru Place in Delhi. आप में से पता नहीं कुछ लोग काफी लोगों ने देखा होगा. तो नेहरू प्लेस में एक जूस वाला था जो कि मौसम्बी का जूस बनाता था. And every lunch time religiously I used to go down and have मौसम्बी का juice. And so he's a kind of friendly with the juice wala and the same bunch of people kind of coming every day, some newer entrants. We used to all sit there, people from different offices having मौसम्बी का juice. While Fauji was on, it became a big hit. Nobody had expected that it would become a big hit, but it became a big hit. So during the time Fauji was on, and it had become a big hit, when I used to go to the juice wala, he used to very loudly say, "Aapka serial to bada acha chal raha hai," to make other people know that Fauji, one star of Fauji, comes to his shop to have juice. So when he used to say that, other people used to kind of look at me, yeah, and they used to then recognize, very good, very good, very good. And then so my सीना मेरा चौड़ा हो जाता था, मैं जूस पीता था और वापस जाता था. Then Fauji got over. Shah Rukh Khan went to Bombay. He did another serial there. Then he got a film and he became a big star. And I kept going to the same juice wala. Now when he became a big star, you know, like full page photograph and screen and all that. One day when I'm having juice, like Fauji is long over, Shah Rukh has become a star. He looks at me and says, "Sab aapka dost tha na, Shah Rukh?" So I'm, Now people have started looking at me. "Aapka Fauji wala?" So, and people are now looking at me, and now people have started recognizing that, oh, we had seen him in Fauji. Uski to guddi chad gayi. So I was saying, aap wahin reh gaye. So, I mean, the lesson learned is, I mean, whatever you do, you should be happy with that. So I went back to my office, never went to the juice wala again. But I concentrated on my advertising. So anyway, this was another film, kind of path-breaking at that time that I worked on. This was for Monte Carlo collection. And this kind of has got a couple of stories attached to it. One is that any of you who are any girls there who are planning to get married to advertising people or seeing any advertising person, beware, because advertising is a very fake profession. And I'll tell you why. Because this Monte Carlo collection used to be classic collection earlier by Oswald Mills. So the same sweaters were rebranded as Monte Carlo. And with the different designs obviously, but they were basically Indian sweaters. And we were not faking that they were made in USA. We were still saying they're from Oswald Woolen Mills. But the fact was that they were branded as Monte Carlo and with great imagery. So the imagery that I worked with my partner on in terms of was that we should create it like a music video. And so we created a music video around it, and which was kind of set in kind of a romance story. So we said we should not sell these sweaters as, when you look at this piece of advertising, it should not look like advertising. It should look like a nice music video in which the sweaters are there. So we did this. Now the story is that to shoot this film, we went to Mumbai. Now the friend of mine who was working with me, his older brother was Piyush Pandey, who had come, so Piyush Pandey had come here to speak to all of you. So I was in Lintas. Piyush used to work in Ogilvy that time, and he's still in Ogilvy. So we were imagining, staying in 5-star hotel, luxury of 5-star hotels. As a young visualizer, it was a big thing, 7 days, you are going from Delhi to stay in a 5-star hotel. And we went there and Piyush said to his brother that nothing doing, you are going to come and stay at my place. So I kind of said, the whole dream of staying in a 5-star hotel gone because I had to stay with my friend there. So anyway, we went there. But what happened was after this film, because I was staying at his place, Piyush came up with one thought and he wanted me to do an ad for him. So I did that. It was almost like doing freelance for another agency. But as a result of that, he asked me to come and join Ogilvy. And see this ad first. Then I'll tell you the rest of the story.
If I had to live my life without you near me, the days would all be empty. The nights would seem so long. Our dreams are young and we both know they'll take us where we want to go. Hold me now, touch me now. I don't want to live without you. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. The world may change my whole life through, but nothing's gonna change my love for you.
So we shot this film in Mumbai, and Piyush said, come and join Ogilvy, you know. And I was thinking in my head, because Lintas was #1 agency at that time, creatively, and Ogilvy was nowhere. It was like number 6 or 7. And I'm thinking in my mind, why should I go to a number 6 or 7 agency? And I'm in Lintas, you know, Mr. Alec Padamsee was there, and it was doing really well, and, you know, creatively fantastic. And then one day I was sitting in the Barsati flat of mine in Delhi, having whiskey and a soda, if I'm allowed to say that here. And I said, I'm so comfortable here, why shouldn't I make myself uncomfortable? You know, the charm of the unknown. Let me take a leap. And that was another lesson, because when sometimes your gut tells you that you should take that leap, even if it's uncomfortable, you should do that. So I did that, and I still took a train, I think. No, I went by train. So once I was in Ogilvy, one other big story that comes to my mind, which started to turn the fortunes of Ogilvy also, was this big Cadbury's campaign. Now Cadbury's Dairy Milk till that time was sold to children, for kids. So there used to be this film that kids are, you know, either they are grumpy or they are sad, and mom and dad driving in a jeep, they come home and they give them, here beta, Cadbury's Dairy Milk. Those kind of ads used to be there, talking only to children. Now why this lesson comes here, which is leaders lead from the front. So Cadbury's doesn't sit on their laurels and say, we are selling to kids, we are doing well, right? They decided that they should, as leaders, lead the market and open it up. So a very daring decision was taken that instead of just selling to kids, we should sell chocolates even to adults. I'm talking of that time. Now you keep seeing ads, but this was in 1994-95. It was a very daring concept to sell it to adults. So the idea that we came up with, because the insight was that everybody liked chocolates. It's just that when you go to a shop, you don't buy it for yourself. You'll buy it for the kid, because you feel guilty buying a chocolate for yourself. You like it. I mean, you'll open the fridge at home and eat a chocolate. So you like it, but you feel guilty. So one connection that we thought, insightful connection, is that there are many things in life that we want to do, right? But social norms or the right way to behave stops us from doing that. And that stops us from enjoying the real taste of life. And that's when this idea, the real taste of life, came. And I was working with Piyush at that time, and he had flown all the way from Hawaii, and he had seen these old men really enjoying themselves in a toy shop in the US, and from there he had gotten this kind of thought. So anyway, we worked on this film, and this was the film that came that changed not only the fortunes of Cadbury's, it was later, this film was awarded the best commercial of the century, even when the century was in 1999. So take a look at this commercial.
कुछ खास है हम सभी में, कुछ बात है हम सभी में, बात है खास है, कुछ स्वाद है, क्या स्वाद है जिंदगी में। कैडबरीज डेयरी मिल्क, असली स्वाद जिंदगी का।
There's a small lesson in this.